Guys, how are we doing? Welcome back to episode 2 or part 2 of the My Career mode for F1 2025, where we just went for a round in Australia, had a pretty good result as our first team in the series, our first event, which is Team Down Under. Now we go into round 2, which is China. As we can see, current leaderboard, or the current stack of how the series is playing out, we're in 9th position after our first race, so pretty bloody good, man. Team Down Under. Not a bad showing, man. Okay, so I think we're going to actually up the difficulty in this one. 50 was a pretty good start for me to dip my feet in. I'm going to go to 60 now, just to see how we can cope with that. Still going to leave traction control on, just to get used to the game. But so far, enjoying this, man. Really enjoying this. Got a message here as a team owner. Okay, so basically just saying that we had a good result for the last one. One of our guys, which was me, put our points on the board. The other guy didn't, but still we didn't crash out, didn't DNF, so not a bad result really. So we've got some research and development stuff here ready to go. Development failed. Okay, haven't had this. Got no idea what this actually means. Requires a faculty improvement to get more slots available for staff. So we can afford the research. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm looking at this, and this is for Jorge, our teammate. So I'm thinking if we give him a bit better engine. I don't know what pending means, so I'm new to this guy. So let me know in the comments what this actually means, what I'm doing. I really don't have any idea. Faculty improvements. This is what I wanted to do.
Budget we previously set aside for this. Can you pick a facility improvement for us to pursue, please?
Okay, Andy. Research two projects at the same time in Aero. That's what we want, so that's a good one.
Okay, I'll book in a meeting with the contractors and we'll get that started.
Personnel, let's upgrade the faculty improvements at the same time. Let's do that. Pursue 20k each time one or both the driver's source points in a race. That'd be pretty cool, but I don't think we need 20k. Increase the income from retitle spots by 5%. We'll do that, sure. So I think now we can go back. We can advance a week. Advance time.
Hey, Chief. We have a part or two ready for development because they finished research. Let's
Sweet.
get that in motion, shall we? Head to engineering for more info.
Okay. Assign upgrades.
When you only have a single part developed, you need to decide which of your drivers gets it.
Cool. I like that feature. That's cool. I reckon we'll give Porga. Gonna be Zach Crawford again. Okay, workstation. Let's check this out. Now, my last video, I realized that I did it way too short. Actually, I only had 5 laps. So this one, we're gonna up it. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's do that. Practice programs, so race strategy. Let's go tire management. Driver clean sector. Okay, that's annoying. So I guess we'll do average tire wear. So I'll move you now. I understand what's going on here. 13, we could just get that. Just. But we failed. That's alright. Resource points. We can change. Okay. This is also new, man.
Welcome along to Shanghai, ladies and gentlemen, where it's Chinese Grand Prix weekend. But before we can race, we need to qualify. And who's going to take that coveted pole position? How will our grid line up? We're about to find out. Welcome to qualifying.
Back on the mic. So I've actually done a couple of time trial sessions on this just to learn the track. Thought I was pretty confident with the track layout and what's going on. But just watch this. Coming down the main straight, feeling pretty good, man. This is the first session I've actually had on this with the new wheel. So I actually shot myself in the foot. Hadn't done any practice prior to this with the wheel on this stage. Had it pretty dialed in on my Thrustmaster T300, but I'm on now a Thrustmaster T598 direct drive. So you can see I'm pretty jittery. Still getting used to how the force feedback works, but yeah, trying to get a good lap time in this. But yeah, it's just not really on the cards, man. You can see we blow that corner up pretty wide, unfortunately. But the new wheel does offer some pretty good buttons on it. Can now use the E or engine, whatever it is, the energy, pretty good. Also DRS, I can actually have a button. On my T300 I mapped it to a pedal, so probably wasn't ideal, man. But up until this point, I'm feeling pretty good, man. I'm going pretty good. Remember, the difficulty has been upped, so yeah, it has made it a lot harder. Blow out that corner, but it's a buggery, man. Just wasn't paying attention. Just had my mind in the set of like, I got this, man. This is gonna be easy. This is gonna be easy. But obviously not. But as I said before, really enjoying this game, man. I'm actually surprised how much I'm enjoyed this game. Coming from my rally background, this is very new to me, but really digging it as we blow out another corner. Man, just looking like a freaking fool here, boys. But that's how it goes, man. Confidence can be a silent killer. So in this one, it's exactly what's happened. Gonna see what we get for the pole now, but overall, I thought I was going good, but 20th, well, 20th's 20th, isn't it? Not freaking good, man. Back to the pits now with a bit of a discouraged look on my face, I can safely say. But really want to get heads up, boys, if you any F1 players here. This menu here, I can tick up stuff through 1 through to 4, or vice versa, 1 to 2, whatever it is. What the hell even does this mean, man? I'd really love some feedback. I just really don't know what's going on. I decided to back out of that because I'm like, But I reckon in this case, probably because I'm starting on 20th at the back of the grid anyway, I could probably have upped this and still receive that rear grid start position as a penalty. So, yeah, I'm guessing a bit of a bad call on my behalf there.
We start a lap here at Shanghai with the long, difficult right-handers of turns 1 and 2, the first of 16 corners that make up this 3.3-mile circuit. The incredibly long back straight provides the best passing opportunity of the lap, with speeds in excess of 200 miles per hour before we head into the braking zone of turn 14. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Piastri, Norris, Carlos Sainz and Verstappen, Ocon, Tsunoda, Russell and Fernando Alonso, Hülkenberg, Bortoleto, Liam Lawson and Hadjar, Gasly, Albon, Ollie Behrman and Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Stroll, Crawford, Doohan and Dennis Hauger rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint. Well, it's been a long time since I last worked with you. Good to see you again today. Anthony Davidson. Well, Ant, we love this 11th team on the grid. They've certainly made an impact since they came into the sport. But without one person at the helm, I don't think we'd have seen what we've seen so far. Their team principal really is a character.
And you need these characters in Formula 1, Croft. You need them as a driver. You want to have full trust in the person leading your team forward, that your feelings inside the car and about the team are going to be relayed and understood in the right way, and positive changes made.
Right, back of the grid. I mean, there is literally only one direction we can go from here, so try and move forward and see if we can get something out of it.
Waiting for the green in this 5-lap sprint. Boom! Nice takeoff, man. Flying down, starting from 19th, picking up a spot here and a spot there. Crawford, maximum attack. Got Albon in my next sight there. See if we can get him. This long right-handing sweeper that closed up on itself. Really hard corner to try and anticipate for me. I really struggled with this throughout the entire race. But we pick up another spot into 16th now. Really loving this, man. 15th is Behrman. We're coming for Behrman. Really enjoying this game so far. I know I've said it so many times, but just really want to iterate. Whoa, contact. Still very new to F1, so really getting used to how to judge the, braking zones, how cars react, G-forces around corners. I know that's the whole thing around F1, so I'm just very new to it, man. As this stage, whoa, man, getting pretty brutal in here. Crawford, watch it, buddy. You're gonna get a penalty, mate. But yeah, we're actually sitting in 15th, so pretty happy with that. Slamming down the gears, third into second, nice turn in there. This is another corner I really struggle with traction with. I just don't know the right approach for this bloody corner, man. Hitting the battery now for a bit of a boost to freaking fly on down the straight as the cars in front of sort of leaving me. But yeah, Lawson trying to track him down as we have Behrman approaching the rear. Is he going for a take? He backs off, man. He backs off. Back down into second. Try and get a nice turn in here. Up into third. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth as well. Fifth back to fourth. And then a nice turn in as well. Not sure how I didn't get a penalty for that. But yeah, abuse of track limits is how the F1 goes, I guess. Unless, is that DRS penalty? I don't know. Anyway. Back into this annoying right-hander here. Back down to third, I find. I think the most, probably the best approach I can see is just to let off the throttle and just go back down the gears to make that work. As we get a big bit of oversteer on that one. Pretty wild situation here. Chewing up the battery now. Energizer Bunny is just doing some circle work. Back down, trying to catch up the Hajar, man. 13th position he's in, but we're in 14th, so I'm actually having a pretty good time so far. Having a pretty bloody good time, man. Trying to really work out that corner. Just such a dirty little sweeper, isn't it? This one here, I'm finding that our car is gets me a front wing damage. So that's what's the annoying part about this. I just wasn't really clued in at the time. As you can see, blowing out that corner to buggery. So yeah, the downforce just isn't there, unfortunately. You can probably see on my face too. I'm sort of like, oh man, this is a bit of a bugger. I know I've got more in the tank, so really making me look like a freaking fool here, but continuing on. Anyway, holding 14th, but Lawson, is he having a crack? He's coming up quick, man. He goes for a take. He's around. Gets us, man. Also Gasly as well. Gasly. Decided to brake a little bit early for these two to try and catch in as a nice turn to get them both. We do get Gasly. Lawson's sitting there, but he just holds the line, so he actually defends us pretty well, to be honest. Try to use the battery, but I'm obviously looking at it. It's depleted, so yeah, useless. DRS flattened out, full on send mode here. Trying to get that position back from Lawson. Trying to hold the inside there, but my front wing, not even intentionally doing this. You can see I'm actually got lock, like full lock, man. So we're just running out of road here, unfortunately. The car doesn't want to hold down with G-force or any aero, so yeah, really chewing up this battery to try and keep up with pace. But I guess this is just the whole thing of you have an undeveloped car, hey? I just so new to the game. I just, yeah, probably my setup is wrong too. This is a stock setup balance, I think it is. So don't really know what I'm doing, man, but having a crack. So any comments that would help me would be awesome. Appreciate it. But yeah, this car, or F1, just yeah, hanging it all out, man. Full on lock, pretty much most corners at the moment to try and get this thing to do anything, but sort of just being a bit of aggressive defending really to hold position, unfortunately. Not really wanting to do, but it's the position we're in. Again, really just fighting for grip there on the rumble as well, and just you can see that wheel looking very nervous, man, as we blow at the corner, go right on the outside, lose his position, lose another position. Lawson, man, just hanging on, wasn't he? He was waiting. Worst of all is Beerman. He's coming up from behind as well, looking to make a move, but he stops, and they're both, actually we had two making a move there, trying to get a nice little exit on this one to try and catch these two, but not ideal. I do get a good launch through the next gear up, so that's pretty good. But this one, Gasly sort of brake checks me a little bit there, the bugger. So really can't do much here. DRS is flat, trying to get the inside line of this corner, so that's pretty good. A bit of contact there. But remember, the error here let me down. As you can see, I'm just sort of letting these guys, you know, I'm trying to stay in the middle, but I'm just really, I've got an uphill battle, boys, if I'm honest. It's just an uphill battle. Wearing that battery just to try and get anywhere. As you can see, just boom, Energizer Bunny, full sprint. But yeah, diving down deep into this one to try and get a nice exit, but still with a bit of extra in the end. Nice. But yeah, struggling, man, struggling. Run lap 5 now. So we are in, say, P15. We have made spots from where we actually started on the grid, so that's always good, but it's not looking good as you guys overtake me that easily. That pass is just way too easy to take, isn't it? So Lawson, good on you, man. Good on you. Trying to use the battery again just to keep up, but yeah, just trying to finish. I've got no words for that. That's just disappointing, isn't it? But yeah, just trying to really just finish, you know, in a decent position. But yeah, opponents are making this look pretty easy. Hey, look at these two creeping up behind me, stalking. Another third comes up. Oh my god, is that Antonelli? Damn, nice. As he goes right in my line, just couldn't brake in time, unfortunately. Got a bit of wear on my front, one of my wheels, I believe, too, so making it a little bit hard to get anywhere.
Damage to your front wing. Suggest we box.
I suggest to box it, but I decided to go out for one more because it's the last lap, so I'm like, surely we can manage it, but probably should have boxed. As I said, this right hand now, just look at this. Look at this. Just look at, oh my god. Look at this. I can't even. I'm just hanging on by a thread, man. Saren, the title sponsor, probably looking at this race going, wow, we invested money into this guy. Ah, man. Team down under. Not good. Not good. Even that, like that. Just trying to really aggressively hold positions. You know, battery there, it's down to 3%, 2%. So, you know, just pushing, you know, SHIT uphill at the moment. As well as that corner there. I actually come to enjoy that in later races. This sprint race took me by surprise. I didn't even know there was a sprint race in this game. I didn't even know what a sprint race was, to be honest. So, bit of an interesting little find here. Coming down here into this one. See if we can get these two corners smooth for a change. Nope. Nope. On the rumble as well. I'm trying to get that nice dive for the inside there. That actually felt okay, but obviously not the fastest line, unfortunately. Battery's on 0%, so not good. Charles Leclerc finished, man. Like, wow. How far in front is he? Crazy, hey? If I can just hold on to 20th, that'll do me. I'll be happy with 20th, right? You know, win some, you lose some. Hopefully we can come back in the next race, in the main race, and oh my god, what is this? But come back in the main and do a bit better. But as you can see by my face,
race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Defeated. 20th. Might be a big number, but it don't make you feel big.
Welcome along to Shanghai, ladies and gentlemen, where it's Chinese Grand Prix weekend. But before we can race, we need to qualify. And who's going to take that coveted pole position? How will our grid line up? We're about to find out. Welcome to qualifying.
So coming in, we don't change anything, just a brand new fresh car. Obviously no damage, but same tune. Gonna try and dial this back a little bit to try and hopefully get a good placing on the grid. That would be freaking awesome, man. As we chase down Norris here on this bloody right-hander, giving me so much grief, man. But actually got that pretty good. Hey, I was pretty happy with that one. But yeah, hauling us, using a bit of battery here, just get a bit more oomph down the straight into 8th gear there. Over to about 290, 285 k's there, so it's pretty cool. Leclerc leads change now. We're chasing Leclerc down. Battery's off. Really making, I can really feel that wing now. So that's what I was lacking in the race prior. Just that nice grounded feel as we get a bit spicy on the rumble there. But yeah, really nice grounded and a big bit of oversteer. You can just you can tell I'm giving it a good go here. Loving it. Back down into second as we blow it a little bit. Oh my god. Heart in the mouth moment right there and there as well. Just fighting this demon of an F1. Love it. Awesome. Battery just pinned. Going straight for it, man. Norris. God damn, you are a quick little bugger, aren't you? But team down under. Trying to make a name for ourselves, so going in deep into that corner there. Up changing to third with a battery as well, giving you a boost through 4th into 5th into 6th, trying to go back to maybe 4th here. Not a bad corner entry there, back into the battery and flat chat. Let's see what we placed.
It's time again then for Formula One in Shanghai. Northwest of the thriving city of over 24 million people is a circuit that first featured in the championship calendar back in 2004. It played host to Formula One's 1000th Grand Prix back in 2019. Shanghai International Circuit then is a 16-corner high-speed thrill ride. The long and ever-tightening right-hander at turns 1 and 2 tests the driver's patience. And the flats, open to the elements location, test their skill in a crosswind. 2 DRS zones will assist passing, and they're available into turn 1 and down the kilometre-long back straight into turn 14. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And it's Charles Leclerc in P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Sainz, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Russell, Hülkenberg, Crawford,
8th position, my best place to date. Freaking amped, man. Just really excited for this main race. I'm just thrilled to place that highly. Freaking sick.
And Esteban Ocon, Doohan, Behrman, Hauger, and Liam Lawson rounds off the grid. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. And alongside me, a man, well, what more can I say? But he's a legend. Anthony Davidson. And let's talk momentum with this driver. What a sprint it was. They start at 0 once again for today, but with a huge amount of confidence, surely. Well, they'll definitely be glad that there's not a sprint race today. Let's face it, the sprint couldn't have gone much worse, but what we're looking for today is a reaction. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you know, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, you know, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, you know, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
We've got a great chance of getting another points finish in this race. Keep it clean, and hopefully we can work our way up the field.
14 laps at Shanghai, man. Waiting for the green. Optimize, revs, clutch in. Boom. Freaking send it, man. Stoked. Let's get this. So keen. We have massive contact. Hands raised. What the freaking hell was that? Like, seriously, Sainz. Really, dude? Really gonna do, like, gonna do, what? I can't even talk, man. Just infuriating. But we are still in it. We're in 7th. So, going freaking balls to the wall. Russell pulls away with just some crazy speed. Trying to reel him back in under braking here, which we do. He has a big lock up, but we actually continue on. Very nice. Get a pretty good actually exit out of that corner, so happy with that. Really closing in on Russell now. 6th position. I'm hunting it, man. Bit of a brake check though, so don't know what that was about. Bit of a dirty little play there, but coming around into that corner. Aero's holding us down like a beautiful glove. Love it. As we come into the next corner, we're battling with some oversteer. Bit it in the rumble, we nearly bin it. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. No way. No freaking way. Right back to 20th. God damn. We make up one spot there on, who was it? Antonelli. But, man, devastating isn't even the word. We're still in it. We're still in it. So we can maybe come back. But this is going to be a hell of a grind to get back up to the lead pace, man. Really, really, really annoying with that. God damn, just way too much. You can see I have a head shake there. Just way too eager I was. This is what happens when you... Oh, man, we just crawl into Ocon. Sorry, buddy. I just couldn't stop, man. It's my bad.
Okay, be careful with
Chasing down Alonso now in 15th. Coming around in there, coming over that rumble as a bit of a sketchy exit as well. So, yeah, interesting times, man. How can all change in one lap, eh? 0 to hero, and then hero to 0. Got the big right-handing sweeper now. Closing in on Alonso, though, so I'm actually pretty surprised how much ground I make on that last little kick of that corner. It's pretty interesting. Short change into 3rd, but we still get some really dirty oversteer, man. Battery now pumped. Let's go. Let's get it. Gonna try and get Alonso under braking. Decide to go to the inside, but we just go a bit short. I don't want to get any more contact. I'm thinking that front wing, if it wasn't damaged earlier, surely now it's, yeah, very fragile. Coming in, but haven't got that dial just yet, that corner, unfortunately. Go back to 5th to try and get a nice line, which isn't too bad, but still pulling away from us. Get him under braking out of this corner here. We have a nice bit of oversteer, but oh, and again, that rumble, man. Jesus, sneaky devil. Coming in really hot to this one. Trying to get these 2 corners nice, but just really just giving me grief. I don't know what's going on. Oh, man. Heart racing moment or what? Battery, boost, let's go. Trying to close back in on Alonso, man. I just keep making mistakes. What's going on? I've just got so much freaking pressure, man. Team down under, really pushing for Jack Crawford here to just really make something happen for him, man. After our last stint in Australia, scoring some points, we need the points, man. It's a team game. No idea where our teammate is, honestly. He hasn't been doing much for us. The last race, or this race, or the sprint race before this as well. So, don't know what's going on there.
Still looking good.
Alonso, we're catching him slowly. Can really meet around here as well. Back down to 3rd to get a nice little line. Try and play a little bit safety on the inside, but works to the outside, so opposite corners, not great. As we're battling with the freaking oversteer of this little car, man. Really need to do some work on it or some upgrades, so any tips will be awesome, thank you. Dive deep on Alonso to pick up a place. Sitting in 15th now. Lap 3 of 14. Coming in hot, 6th gear, really getting the idea of the line there, so it actually felt pretty nice, that one. Back down to 5th. As we go on the rumble, we have to use a lot of lock, which carries a lot of speed. Pretty much just shades off the car, actually. It doesn't really carry it at all. I don't know what we're talking about. But nice line there. Closing in on doing. But he's just got so much pull on the straights, man. Can get him under braking, but I'm really pushing the braking to the limit. So I'm sort of on the edge of locking up a wheel, which we don't want to do. Again, this is my first, I wouldn't call it a full length race. 14 laps isn't like, you know, what us other guys do. But for me, the last one was 5. So this is pretty much double. It's nearly triple actually, so I'm just not really sure what to do. As Doohan goes for goes for a take on Albon, but decide to sit back and see this plays out. I try to get both, but I just get contact on Albon. I do get in front of Albon. Doohan's just holding that line as he pushes me wide, man, which just pushes Albon straight through the gap. Oh man. Have some words with them guys in the pits later, eh? Battery's at 11%, so it's pretty well drained, man. Got to try and get some back with the braking through this corner here, as we get pretty spicy. Albon, come on, buddy, we're going to reel you in, man. But really, we want to get doing after that just dirty little tactic there he did, so that's the main goal here. Trying to get him under the braking again. Just my car is just, unfortunately, doesn't have the balls on the straights. It's just how it is, man. You know, we don't have the budget in down under here, so yeah, just one of those things, man. Battery, boost, let's go. 6th gear, try and hold the line. Actually a little bit wide there on that one, not ideal. Back into 5th. This is where I feel pretty confident usually, but we get a bit spicy there, a bit of an overcorrection. So I'm still getting used to this wheel, man. This direct drive is honestly brilliant. I really love it, but holy. What? That's Alonso and Ocon get past. I don't know how we brought that. We brought that back from the freaking dead, man. 1 foot in the grave. Hop, skip, and a dippity-doo. We're back out into it. Wild times here at Shanghai. Now we've dropped some positions. We're sitting at 17th. This game's been cat and mouse, man. Cat and mouse. Doohan, I don't think we're going to get to him. So next is Ocon. Maybe Alonso, we'll have to see. But god damn, we got pressure from Stroll as well. Damn, that's not good. Trying to get back into the mix. Stroll has dropped off. It's good. Ocon's there. Trying to get a line, but we just decide to brake. Oh,
sketchy, man. Sketchy. We might have to look into...
ERS is low, ERS is low.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking we might have to look into some changes here. Lap 5 of 14. There was weather forecasted for this, so it's getting pretty freaking wild, man. We've our first raindrop on the visor there, and we're still running the hard, so this is going to be a bit of a battle. As you can see, grip really starting to get away from us now. But I'm trying to hold on for at least one more lap to maybe claw back some positions, because we are in 7th now, which is pretty good, but we still have to pit before the end of this race. DRS is disabled. That's a bugger.
Okay, the stewards have now
This is interesting. How are we going to go around here? Oh, it's feeling spicy, man. I'm not liking it. I'm really not liking it. Kind of really... Oh, damn, man. Kind of really enjoying this, like, slippery sort of style with the F1s, though, to be honest. So I don't know. Brings me back to my rally roots. So it's, surprising. I'm actually enjoying it. But yeah, obviously not ideal. Back in 3rd as we blow out a corner. My god, my god. Got to really try and keep in mind the whole grip levels of F1 as we battle to try and get around this corner. Oh my god, man. Come on, Crawford, you got it, buddy. Leclerc is pushing from behind with Ferrari. As you can see, he's got the balls, man. He goes past. Wild stallion. God damn, man. That's all I can say. Rain seems to be getting a little bit heavier now. A bit more drops in the visor. As we go very wide into that one, I'm thinking, shit, do I pit? I don't know. I don't know what to do in this situation. This is my first time having to pit in a game as well. I do decide to go in it, but obviously blow out that as well because I just don't know the track. First time pitting. Then I'm sort of panicking. I'm like, oh, there was a button that someone said that I had to hold or something to get into the limiter, which ends up being L2, which worked out okay. And then this part here, had no idea what happened to do, man. As you can see, I'm sort of just in it for the ride. Turn in, did it early. Ah, man. Got a lot to learn in this one, boys. A lot to learn. But now, at least we've done it once, we can sort of learn from the next time. So, see how we go. Got a nice set of intermediates on now. Hopefully we can push back. But we are back to 20th, so, man. Then again, I'm thinking, you know, if we can just be a bit more consistent, we might pick up some pace. But the next car ahead is Stroll, with he's about 6.7. But we'll just have to see how these intermediates go on. This is my first time actually really doing a proper race on intermediates. I did a qualifying session, as you would have seen in the last video, with my first time in the wet, which went about as good as you can expect. So trying to be a bit more lighter on the throttle if I can, a bit more lighter on the braking, and just seeing what we can do, man. Stroll's actually extending the lead to a 7.0, so man, we've got a bit to learn. Rain seems to be coming out a bit heavier as well. A few more frequently more drops on the visor, so that's gonna be interesting as we get through these next corners here. But overall, the car's feeling pretty good. I just wish we had a bit more idea of tuning, a bit more, you know, maybe upgrades and etc, etc. So tips on that, really do appreciate what I should do for the next one. Going very heavily wide into that one, unfortunately. Very heavily wide. Wide on the outside in the rumble, and then battling with just pretty much life or death there, but we somehow get through. Battery, boost, let's go. I really want to get Stroll, man. I really want to get him. Lap 6 of 14, so we still have time. Just got to try and calm myself down, get in the zone, and just try and really feel out what's going on through the force feedback of the wheel. You know, I didn't spend all this money on a freaking, what did they get? A direct drive for a 20th finish in this. So let's really pull our finger out, really get a good few laps in under our belt, and just really push, man. I really want to get Stroll, really, really bad. Crack 308 Ks there on straight. Probably could have got more with a bit more. If we had DRS, that'd be nice, but we didn't. Getting that corner pretty good here, but still spicy with the intermediates and wet, so quite interesting. Second, with a nice click in an early third, seems to be the go there as we get on the rumble, but we get a nice exit, so that's pretty good. You can see the time for Stroll, 5.8, so we actually we're reducing it a bit, not by massive margins, but remember he was 7-0 at the start, so we're going good. We're going good. Still lap 7 of 14, so halfway through now. Really holding in there aggressively. Just quite sketchy if I'm honest. But the gap to Stroll's now 5.1, so we're doing some work, man. We're doing some work. Doing their title sponsor Seren proud here, I reckon, after a horrible start on the straight and then just overcooking it, trying to be a pro drifter who just ran out of talent. So let's not look back at that. It's pretty disappointing. Honestly, my first qualifying lap and getting such a good placing at the start, just enough to get you down. But anyway, 5.3 to Stroll. Crawford coming in hot, man. Coming in hot. Let's go. 316 down there. Pretty good, pretty good. Really aggressive late brake there. But it's actually helped me. I'm actually finding the limit of the braking zones for these tyres. So slowly but surely, we are getting there. Getting a bit of enough feel for this. But yeah, still pretty spirited driving this time. 4.7 Stroll now as we cross the line into 8th lap of 14. Coming in there pretty wide, but I'm trying to do a bit more of a wider arc here. Maybe the key. Seems to be a bit better, but just mess up that little entry into the left-hander there. Click into early third again. Trying to power out, maybe some battery if we're feeling a bit wild, but actually don't end up doing that. It's probably the first time I haven't done it. Braking there very nicely. As an exit with battery. Ooh, getting spicy, man. Getting spicy. 6th gear holding into the G's there. Rain's starting to come down now. So, interesting times, man. Interesting times. But if you look at the gap to Stroll, 3.5. 3.5. We're still in this, boys. We're still in this. Don't give up on Team Down Under just yet. Like, we're coming, man. We want to get some points, maybe. Or at least a bit of redemption. That'd be nice. Around this just pain in the ass of the corner, man. I just struggle with it every single time. The wet isn't helping me at all, but even in the dryer, makes me look like a freaking fool. Battery enabled. Let's hit it. 6th, 7th, 8th, 308 seems to be the limit we're going to get here. 309, yeah, it's alright, it's okay, it's okay. Stroll pushes a further second out as a 4.1. 3.95, 3.767. So we're clawing back. Get a pretty good, you know, I reckon that was pretty good then. I felt pretty good with that. 3.7 and to lap 9 of 14 here at Shanghai. Rain seems to be maybe clearing a little bit, but still I'm not really seeing any nice dry line just yet in it, but we'll see how we go. First glimpse of Stroll there. Beautiful. Really inspired me to give it a good hard crack here now, so let's just buckle up, see how we can go. Really try and send this.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 3.2 seconds.
Oh man, overcooking it. 3.0 for the gap. So Stroll, he's probably watching this as well, going, this guy's he's coming, but he's inconsistent, so maybe he won't get me. But Stroll, buddy, for the first time, 2.2. So we're pretty close, man. Pretty close. Under 1.8 at that stage there, so that was pretty cool. Really trying to find my better half of the race here on the back end. So I'm really trying to be quite consistent, trying to really get a nice line through these corners. Obviously that one, we don't talk about that one, that's just a pain in the ass. But these next few, let's see what we can do. Maybe we can get better than 309 kilometers per hour here, let's see. 280, 290, 300, 309, 310, 313, 314, 315, 316. Nice. Nice, man. Nice. Coming for that 19th position. Get that pretty good. Pretty pretty extreme actually, but it was nice. Rain's still coming down, but not as bad as it was earlier. Get a pretty good line out of that corner. Just really don't understand these track limits on F1, man. It's just seems to be so freaking wild. As we get a call for the rain going to become worse, I'm thinking maybe I might be a pretty good rain driver. Maybe that's my skill in F1. Let's just see how we go with Stroll. Getting a really good eye on him now. 1.5 is the gap here. 1.2. Also in front of him we've got Albon. So let's try and use my rally skills, put them to the test, and see if we can even get around these guys. I know it's a big ask, but let's just see. Full lock there as well. Whoa, mate. Stroll, where are you going, buddy? The track's the other way, mate. Lucky we come around him, because that would have been a very nice just DNF right there for us, but picked up spot, so that's beautiful. Albon, coming for you in 18th, buddy. Coming for you in 18th. Let's see how we go here. This corner's a bit wild on the exit, so let's just see. We get it pretty good over the rumble. Battery as well, a bit of a boost. See if we can get anything happening in this next braking zone. We come in pretty hot, man. I was really on the limit of the brakes there as well. I don't think I had any more, so pretty interesting. Really just battling with that steering, as you can see. Really trying to go hard here. Batteries engaged, trying to catch up to Albon. Let's see if see if we can get anywhere near him. 0.267, 0.25, 0.16, 0.117. Nah, no shot. But we do go on the other side. He tried to block us there, as you can see. Sort of played his bluff a bit, so that worked out well. Next is 17 from Antonelli. Not sure he's going to go, so going to be a bit careful here if we can. We decided to go over we just held our line basically. He went a bit wide, capitalised on that, so cool. Back into 7th gear, up into 8th as well. Next we have Ocon in 16th. Can we get 16th? That'd be awesome. That'd be freaking great, mate. Lap 11 of 14 as well, so this is getting pretty spicy, man. Really coming into my own in this rain session, like surprising myself how much fun I'm having, but also just trying. I'm holding in there. I'm freaking stoked with this, boys. I really am, mate. Ocon, get him under brakes maybe. I'm thinking maybe we can go a little bit wider, come in on the inside, which we sort of do, but it's very spirited. Gripping that wheel like it's, you know, life or death situation. Hold into this G-force left-hander, coming for 15th, which is Lawson. Just fighting, man. Look at that wheel. Jesus Christ. Little touch there, but I back off just in time to make any real damage. Just to let him know I'm here, I'm coming for you. Batteries engaged, really going hard here. Going for an aggressive take under braking, which we do. No contact, works out well. Next is Bortoletto. That corner, man, still giving me grief. As you can see, that wheel is just, Jesus Christ, just vibrating, isn't it? Freaking hell. Battery boosting 6th, 7th, 8th. Can we get 310, 313, 314? Oh man, going good, Really want that 14th position here. Let's just see how we can go. Get a nice run out of that corner. Nice run. We have a bit of battery, 8%, which is not much. So maybe I can save it. We'll see. As we get a little bit of aggressive there, we hit the battery to come around the corner. Try and get a bit of a, you know, run out of the corner, which works out well. And back into 15th. Now, well, actually, we're in 14th. We're chasing down Doohan now. Time to get a bit of revenge after that dirty tactic. Took us this whole time to get near him, but let's just see if we can get around him. A little bit of a kiss there on the arse end. Just let him know that we're back. Hopefully this time he doesn't push us off the track like he did last time, but let's just see. Going freaking full on. Sanding it down. Let's just see what we can do under our brakes here. Have a little look on the inside. Decides not really there. Try and just follow him on the outside, but let's just see what we can do. Sort of picking a dry line now, so let's just try and use that to our advantage if we can, but I'm not afraid to go on the wet side as well. Like on this side here, on the wet, on the outside, letting him know we're there, which we dive in and get doing, but we almost we almost die doing it. As well as he tries another little go on the side, but this time doesn't have enough oomph to force us off the line and have nearly a crash, so that's cool. This one going way too hard, but again, I'm just stoked to get back to 12th, man. This is amazing. I'm just freaking stoked with this drive, dude, hey. Really loving it. Hadjar is in 11th, but quite optimistic to catch him. I think he's on a burner, man. Even if we do, Alonso is 10 seconds in front of him, so let's just really try and reevaluate stuff. Just calm down a little bit here if we can. Try and get Hadjar and just see if we can just stay in, 11th. I'll be happy with 11th. Really would be happy with 11th, honestly. Back into 4th. Try and get a nice clean exit there, which we do. Bit of battery. Only 8% to be used there, so we're going to run it right down to 1. Now I can really see that dry line starting to come in focus here. So Hadjar is just holding that dry line perfectly as we try and skate around and go just to get any bit around him, really. But an interesting little battle here. Just not really having the grip I'd like for that corner, so we lose a bit to Hadjar. Look behind us though, we have 2.9 gap from us to Lawson, so that's good. And Dylan's dropped behind him, so sucked in. Still coming in for Hadjar. He's just holding this line really nice. There's a very interesting brake check there, Hadjar. Not sure what that was about, buddy, but continuing on, we're going to go on the outside again. Actually, it worked so well for Dylan, but this time we actually get a little bit of contact, hold the line, very aggressive, go deep off the rumble. Rumble with whoa, man, you'd hate to see that get lost there after this drive, seriously.
Okay, gap to the car
But
in front.
we are ahead of the gap of 9.75 seconds to Alonso. I think that's just way out of reach for us, so goal for now is to, we got lap 13, one more lap after this to go. Let's just try and lock down 11th position. This is just going to be a bit of a battle just to hold this spot. I know we're not going to get points, unfortunately, but from the start we had to where we are now, freaking hell, man. I'm just going to give myself a pat on the back right now and just say, good work, Crawford. Well done, buddy. Well done. Really trying to focus on this dry line here. We actually get off a little bit skatey over that top there, so it's a bit unfortunate. Battery, just give a little bit more oomph down straight, and then we're onto the last lap. This has been a freaking just an adventure of the senses, adventure of just everything. It's been wild. Getting still so spicy for that section. Rain's still coming down too. Kind of expected it to clear by now, but yeah, nah. Weather gods just ain't in my favour today. Going pretty deep here as well. Keep a pretty good line. Again, we're just trying to lock down 11th. That's the goal. Alonso's way too far. G-Force left-hander. On 5th, back to 4th here. And just working that wheel, hey. I really am. As well here, this is fantastic. Fantastic on my end. Loving it. We get the gap to nearly a 9-second flat on Alonso. That's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with that. But Verstappen, man, just takes that freaking win. He's just so freaking consistent in these last two. He's just honestly crazy. But again, 11th, happy. This has been an adventure, man. Let's just listen to this motor sing until we get to the finish line and close out with some final thoughts.
Okay, pick up
Relieved, man. Happy, but 17th position because I didn't even realize we had a 10-second penalty. So That's annoying. We've got driver of the day, so it's just good to be, you know, noticed, so they can actually see what's happening, man. Because I'm stoked. Let's watch Verstappen's little victory spiel here, and yeah, cheer him on.
And it's always good, Crofty, to get that momentum on your side, and it's really good for your confidence as well. The more confident you are, the further that can take you.
It's time to bring out the bubbly and spray it around. It's our podium celebrations. And for those that have missed the Dutch national anthem, fear not. It's back again, because Max Verstappen is back on the top step.
Man, so we ended up in 17th, but that was a battle to get back into that spot. Hey, so many ups and downs in that race. That was fantastic racing, man. I just blew the freaking one of the corners, which put me back. But that first freaking initial off the start, that hit there, I don't know who that was, man. But damn, man, I don't know if I was at fault. Comment down below if I was at fault for that, because I just feel like it come out of nowhere, dude. Took me out. But man. Anyway, that's going to do it for part 2. Join me for part 3, where we go to, I'm not sure the next one, but sure it's going to be interesting. Hopefully, fingers crossed for not rain, because, man, that was seriously hard. Consider it luck if you can, because this was actually a ton of fun, man. Really enjoyed it, as I probably said many times. But, yeah, as always, take it easy. Have a good night, good day, or good afternoon, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.